You guys voted and wanted this, so you shall receive it. Today on my series of TF2 / New Vegas challenges, I'm playing as the Pyro from TF2 in Fallout New Vegas. So I think those of you that have watched before should know the rules, but those of you who haven't, I'll explain it very quickly. So I'm limiting myself to using weapons that the Pyro would use. So flamethrowers, all flamethrowers are on the table. The hunting shotgun counts. The riot shotgun counts because it's close enough to the panic attack. Fire axes and sledgehammers. All of those are the best weapons I could come up with that the Pyro would use. I'm also going to add another special rule, and that is I'm going to have to dress as if I am the Pyro. Now, unfortunately, there are no, gas masks in Fallout New Vegas, which is, it's kind of weird how rarely you find gas masks or just anything like that in the Fallout world. You'd think that'd be more, easier to come by with the circumstances of a nuclear fallout, but whatever. So yeah, the best I can come up with for something that looks like Pyro is the radiation suit and the spaceman uniform. So we're going to have to pick those up along the way as well. So, let's begin. So starting off with the challenge, I designed a character that I think best matches the look of the average Pyro player. I think I got that down pretty well. For my special stats, I took 7 in strength because it's the minimum I need for the weapons I'm going to be using. 10 in perception so I can get the most out of my energy weapon stats at the start, because the flamer falls under energy weapons, so I would like to have high points in it. 8 in endurance just so I can tank a bit more damage. 1 in charisma for obvious reasons. 1 intelligence for more obvious reasons. 5 in agility just because, I don't know. And then 8 in luck for the few extra crits. For my tag skills, I took explosives by accident. I meant to take energy weapons, melee weapons, and I took speech, which, thinking about it in hindsight, doesn't really make sense for Pyro, but I mean, the guy mumbles every word he says, but I'm gonna guess with what I can only hope are words that he's saying, what little he does talk must be very important, considering how the guy was able to make a very, very successful company. And for my traits, I took Wild Wasteland and Skilled. Following all of my character creation, I made my way out of Good Springs because I really could not care to do all these quests this time around. Not that I really could do them because I don't have weapons that qualify for attacking people yet. So instead I made my way out, and on my way out I also changed my character a little bit. Instead of being this ugly fish creature, I decided to switch to a female character because, we don't know what the Pyro is underneath that fucking asbestos suit, It could be anything. But I made my way north, all the way to the Strip, and all the way to the Silver Rush in order to get my first weapon, the Flamer. So I bought myself a Flamer, and then I made my way south to grab the next few weapons. Along the way, I killed a few jackals, or the vipers. I don't know, both are just fucking boring ass raiders. Anyway, killed those guys, realized that this Flamer is not that great. It's just okay. Killed Malcolm Holmes, and then I made it to this lovely little area filled with golden geckos. This area is where I would find my first piece of armor that I'll be using and sticking to for the rest of the game, and that is the radiation suit. Problem is while it offers great radiation protection, it does not offer protection to anything else. So, bullets, baseball bats, fucking anything. A strong gust of wind will break this armor and kill me, because that's just how it works. Also, it's just shit. two defense. That's only one better than the suit that I wore for my spy playthrough last episode. But also nearby was a little cave that I visited before my heavy playthrough, and that was Bootjack Cavern. Inside rested a hunting shotgun that I needed to grab. Unfortunately, I did not have enough ammo to kill all the geckos. Not that they take a lot of damage, because these are fire geckos, and they have resistance to flame weapons. I am also playing in hard mode, so they do more damage than they normally do. My armor's durability is absolutely terrible, so it takes a few bites for it to break. It's just, everything is a fucking nightmare. Oh, and stim packs do like a third of the health they would restore normally. They're absolutely fucking terrible in hard mode. They just are not as good. Unless you have like maxed out medicine, which I don't, because I'm playing the fucking Pyro. So, yeah, this is going to be tough. I spent a long time trying to run through this area, and eventually I did it. It just took a lot of trial and error, and knowing how to move the right way. It was a fucking nightmare. Like, I think I died over 10 times here. But I got it eventually. But the second I stepped outside, the geckos were waiting there to kill me. The ones outside were waiting to kill me. So that's not good. So I went back inside in order to heal up, only to realize all the geckos that were inside were waiting too. So I have geckos on each side of this fucking cave waiting to kill me. But when I exit, the geckos spawn behind me towards the entrance. I spawn at least a few feet away from the entrance, so I have a second to make my escape. So I took it. And I finally made it out of there and never fucking returned to that terrible, terrible place. I decided now would be the best time to make it onto the strip. I tried fighting my way onto the strip by killing the Securitrons and quickly realized, yeah, no, this loadout setup is just, it's not gonna fucking work. I will not be killing any Securitrons with this. So I just paid my way in. So I got onto the strip, talked to Mr. House, talked to Benny. Didn't kill Benny. Left. Got an invite by Volpez to head over to Cottonwood Cove. And I made my way over to Cottonwood Cove because I'm siding with Caesar's Legion this time around. Specifically because I think it makes the most sense for the Pyro to align himself with the most evil faction. Considering how much of a fucking devil the Pyro is. Upon reaching Cottonwood Cove and going to Fortification Hill and then entering Mr. House's bunker, I realized my armor situation is way too fucking terrible to be fighting anything. So I decided I'm gonna go all the way over to Repcon and grab the space uniform now. So upon earning my better armor, I went back to Fortification Hill and cleared out the bunker and upgraded Mr. House's Securitrons. Then I crucified Benny because it's the most evil choice you can make for him, which, fits my character pretty well. As much as I would love to incinerate him, I cannot do that well in Caesar's camp, so crucifying him, I think, more than makes up. I also went ahead and, just assassinated Mr. House. I burned him alive. My next quest was to recruit the boomers, or kill them. I opted for the killing them option, because I already did their quest for 2 different videos, and it just makes sense for the character I'm playing, so yeah, I just killed them. At least their leaders. I didn't kill all of them. I would not stand a chance against all of them. And after that, it was on to the White Glove Society, but I kind of already have a negative reputation with them, because I kind of killed a few White Glove members, because 2 of them had flamers in the basement, and I wanted them to repair my flamer. So I kind of couldn't do that quest. But Caesar doesn't seem to care. He doesn't mind at all. So after that, it was on to the Brotherhood of Steel. This is, yeah, the way I'm playing right now, this is probably going to be the worst attempt at killing them. And it fucking was. I could not fight these guys head on. Just the flamethrower does not do enough damage. and relying on only my shotgun is not a good fucking option. So I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking kill the ones that get in my way and just blow up the place, because killing them all would be impossible. I do not have the medical supplies to do it, and the damage output that they give out when they group up together is far too much for me to keep up with. I can't heal myself fast enough. So yeah, I just collected the 3 key cards. I killed the people that had the 3 key cards in order to get them, and then I blew up the place. Also, prior to the Brotherhood bunker and during the Brotherhood bunker, I obtained my 2 melee weapons, those being the legendary fire axe named Knock Knock and the super sledge in Paladin Harding's chambers. Alright, on to the next area, and this one's a fucking nightmare, and it's the assassination of President Kimball. I kind of question whether or not this next area makes the rest of my run valid, because I have to do some things that don't really fit the character of Pyro, and that is, first off, disguising. I have to wear an NCR uniform in order to do this fucking thing. Now, if this was a spy challenge, it would make sense. Now, there's one other alternative doing this challenge, and that is to just fail it. I don't know why I didn't just decide to fail it, because I still think you can progress the Legion storyline even if you do fail it. But this is the first time I'm actually doing this quest, because I've never sided with the Legion ever in my entire life of playing New Vegas. I just never have. So I decided I would go with it this time and actually just try it out. And I regret that really badly. First off, the guy you're working with does not lend a fucking hand in the slightest. He's absolutely useless. Everyone detects you fucking so insanely quick. Like, if you get close enough to a ranger, they'll automatically sniff you out and go, yeah, you're not one of us. And they will fucking unleash hell on you. Because everyone there is armed to the fucking teeth. They have great armor and great weapons, and they have a great amount of numbers. So it's fucking crazy. And the president himself, for some reason, is a lot more fucking dexterous than I'd think for a dude in a fucking suit. I don't know. It's a fucking pain in the ass, but I eventually got it. And as much as I would love to stick around and kill every single NCR soldier there, it's impossible. I cannot do it with my loadout. Especially when you're playing hard mode. It's just flat out fucking not happening. So I had no choice but to run. And man, are they determined to chase you down. They will hunt you down after you kill the president. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense, but oh god, if they wanted to chase you to the ends of the earth, I think they fucking would. But eventually I just got far enough to fast travel, and I got away, completing that fucking stupid quest. After the quest, it was time for the Battle of Hoover Dam, so I'll just let that play out. Alright, so that concludes this challenge, which I can positively say has been the most difficult challenge yet. Without a shadow of doubt in my mind, this has been the most difficult challenge yet. First off, I'm playing on hard mode, so yeah, damage output by enemies is a lot higher. Secondly, my weapons are fucking horrible, right? The flamer is okay on anything that isn't an armored target, alright? Anything that has armor on it does not take a lot of flame damage. So yeah, that fucking sucks. Also, all the weapons I'm using, I need to be at close range to use. So all those melee weapons, the flamer, you have to be close, at least semi-close. The only thing I could rely on for like semi-long range was the shotgun, but it's not consistent. Unless I'm using slugs, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Also, getting in close is a death sentence because of my armor, right? The best armor I had was the Spaceman uniform, which had 10 damage resistance, but it breaks in like 5 shots, so I practically have 6 for almost every single fight. So yeah, it's been a difficult challenge. I fucking hated this challenge. It was a pain in the ass. Absolutely fucking nightmarish, but that's the point. So anyway, talking about things apart from the challenge, time to talk about the next challenge, which you can vote for now on my community page. You can vote for the next mercenary I play. I'm also giving a challenge to you guys. If we can reach 500 subscribers, I will make a public Discord so you guys can assail me every day with random shit, and so you guys can, talk amongst yourselves, I don't know, I just thought it'd be fun to have a Discord for all of us. But that's not the main goal, alright? If we can reach 1,000 subscribers, I will do what I consider the worst and most difficult challenge to complete in Fallout. What that is I will be playing the game with completely level 1 special stats on very hard mode, on hardcore mode. And I will play the game from beginning to end. Only if we reach 1,000 subscribers, though. There's no allotted time when we have to reach it. It's just a general goal. So, those are my 3 announcements. And let's see if you guys can live up to them. Alright. That's all for today. Also, expect one more upload this week. Those of you who've been wanting Evil Dead content, the 2 of you that have been, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Alright. See ya.